Hi, I'm Amy Carpenter, and this is Around Towne with Amy. Today I'm talking to Terry Machonis about her son, Sergeant Joseph Collette. That is coming up next on Around Towne with Amy.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Alex Lape. In my 30-year law enforcement career, I have seen many different trends in illicit drug trade and substance use disorders. Fentanyl is the deadliest drug that I have ever encountered. Very minuscule amounts can be fatal. Fentanyl is present in most mainstream illicit drugs. Drug cartels are now pressing fentanyl into forms that appear to be common candies. Ingesting any of these fake candies or pills can have fatal overdose effects. This ongoing drug epidemic requires a balanced approach. We must focus our attentions and resources on treatment and education in conjunction with enforcement efforts that hold those who traffic in dangerous drugs accountable. For your sake and the sake of your family, do not take any medications that are not issued through prescriptions by your pharmacy. Thank you.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
Sure Shot Directional Boring is proud to support Around Towne with Amy. We are the region's trusted directional boring and hydro excavation service experts. With more than 20 years' experience, Sure Shot Directional Boring ensures projects will be handled skillfully, safely, on time, and within budget. Contact us today at 740-689-1221 or online at sureshotboring.com.
Hank's Pet Sitting Service is your trusted pet service in the Lancaster area. Pet owners can rest assured knowing that Hank's Pet Sitting Service will treat your fur babies like one of their own. We specialize in a home-away-from-home atmosphere to keep your pet comfortable. From drop-in visits, dog walking, or potty breaks for your pooch, Hank's Pet Sitting Service is here to help. To book an appointment, contact Hank's Pet Sitting Service today.
Around Towne with Amy is brought to you in part by Triad Protective Solutions. Triad Protective Solutions is the region's premier resource for safety and security training for businesses, churches, and schools. Courses include lockdown training, active shooter training, and live fire training for civilians. For more information or to register for an upcoming class, visit servingprotectors.com. Triad Protective Solutions, serving those that are protecting the faith and protecting others.
Hi, I'm Carol Whittington, and I would like to invite you to stop by Personal Touch Party Rentals and Events, located at 1540 Hubbard Drive in Lancaster. We are a small family-owned business and have been servicing the Central Ohio and Hocking Hills area since 2003. Graduations with a personal touch, weddings with a personal touch, corporate events with a personal touch. Please call us today for all your party rental needs, 740-689-6991.
Around Towne with Amy is brought to you in part by the Gilmore Group Red One Realty. Terry Gilmore and Kelly Thacker lead a team with nearly 20 years' experience personally serving Columbus, Lancaster, and the surrounding county's real estate needs, from buying and selling to auctions and new builds. At the Gilmore Group, we know that buying or selling real estate is more than just a transaction. We take care of our clients like we take care of our community. Check out our team at GilmoreGroupHomes.com. and let us show you the real human side of real estate.
Joseph Collette was born on August 17, 1989. Right from the start, Joseph stole his mom's heart with his beautiful blue eyes, blonde hair, and big dimples. He brought his mom so much joy. Joseph was small in stature, but he made up for it in personality.
He was just a beacon of light. He was the kind of kid, first of all, he was adorable. He had this spiky hair, that blonde spiky hair that would not settle down, and some people even thought I put spray in it. I would never do that. He was just a likable, happy, very curious child. He was amazing.
Joseph, or Joey, as his friends and family called him, was fun, easygoing, and funny. He had lots of friends, and everyone wanted to be around him. He was always the life of the party. He was the kind of guy all of his friends picked up at a concert and passed around the crowd. Joseph lived life to the fullest, and he was loved by everyone who knew him. There was always lots of laughter in the room when Joey was around, and he enjoyed making others laugh too, like the time he made everyone laugh except for his mom. And how would you describe him growing up? Would ornery, would that work?
Very much so. Yes.
And do I remember a story that had something to do with eyebrows?
Oh, it's just crazy. He would do the random crazy things, and I really tried to be the kind of mom to build him up, and just encourage him and that kind of a person. And one day he gets in the car to go to school, and he shaved one of his eyebrows off. It was so disturbing. I can tell you, I remember so specifically because I hadn't yet been ever disgusted with him or mad. That was it. I was like, what are you doing? And who does it? What? I couldn't even stop looking at him. Then I couldn't look at him because it was awful. And he's like, I did it for $1 bet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, Joseph! Yeah, he was ornery.
Growing up, Joseph had many likes and interests, but one thing that he really enjoyed doing with his friends was paintballing. It became a passion and something that he was really good at. He was agile and quick like a sniper. Joseph graduated from Lancaster High School in 2007. After graduating from high school, Joseph decided he wanted to join the Army like his best friend Cody. It was something that fascinated him, and he thought he would be good at it, with all his years of paintball experience that he had. He wanted to be an EOD for the Special Forces and go in and clear bombs. When Joseph told his mom, she was very supportive. She knew it was something he really wanted to do, especially after 9/11. It was the perfect job for him, because Joseph wouldn't get worked up about things or let things intimidate him. This brought a calm to those around him. He would get the job done, which is what they were there to do. He would also bring a light to the grim situation that they were in by taking away the tension with his humor and making everyone forget where they were, if only for just a moment or two. On March 21st, 2019, that light disappeared. It was a typical day at work for Terry at Job and Family Services when her ex-husband came to see her at work and told her that she needed to go home. When she arrived home, she was greeted by 2 military officers who removed their hats and told her that Joseph, her only child, had been killed in Afghanistan as a result of small arms fire. Joseph's mom was heartbroken. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. How could her only child be gone, and at the age of 29? His life had just begun and was heading in the right direction. When the community heard about the hometown boy who had given his life for their freedom, they took the news hard. Memorials went up around the town for the hometown hero. One thing that helped Terry with her grief is the love that she got from others after losing her son. The day of Joseph's funeral was so hard for Terry.
All the way down 33. First of all, they shut off the road. It was amazing. And we were in the limo, and we had family and friends there. And I was sitting if this is the limo, I was facing the driver. I was facing out the front window. And, most of the people are on the sides. So, I'm looking out the front, and I see my son's casket. And it was the worst sight I ever seen in my life, And then every now and then I'd look out this window, look out that window, and I saw the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. How could this... It was so interesting, the very worst and the very best of humanity. The trucks pulled up along the road, people standing out everywhere.
Even a man in a wheelchair who couldn't stand on his own demanded to be raised so he could salute Sergeant Joseph Collette. Terry is so thankful to the community for their prayers and support that they showed to her son and their family. It has helped her rise again. Terry wanted to repay the community with a wall, not only to honor her Joey, but to honor all of the Joeys, the ones who came home and the ones who didn't. After Joseph's funeral, County Auditor Carrie Brown and Terry had several conversations about what the mural would look like. Carrie shares how the idea of Hometown Heroes came to her one day.
And then one day I was just looking outside of the window at the courthouse and I saw the blank wall, and the blank wall was perfect for a mural. And Terry and I had just spoken, so the idea came right at that moment, and I called her back, and she really did like the idea. And then there were some local artists and volunteers who came together to help bring it into fruition the way that you see it here. Now, the part that was really exciting is that this is on the Anstutz building, and the Anstutz building is the Veterans Services former home.
County leaders like Commissioner Dave Levacy embraced the opportunity to show gratitude, not only to Joey, but also to all hometown heroes.
What a great place to live, the United States of America, the freedoms we have. And you know, so many people throughout the world don't have those freedoms, but we do here. But one of the things that has made that freedom possible has been the sacrifices that many have laid down their lives for in preventing outside influences coming in and destroying that freedom. And we have to protect it, and we want to honor those who gave that sacrifice.
When asked what she will miss the most about her son, Terry explains that there are so many things, but one thing stands out more than others. There will be no more visits and no more shenanigans. Terry wants more of him, even the not-so-good things, like when Joseph called late one night and told her that he had become an ordained minister and could marry her if she would like. Then Joseph went on to confess his sins about all the times he tricked his mom over the years, as if she was the ordained minister and he was going to confession. She laughed when they looked back on all of the times he had tricked her. She always believed everything her Joey had said. Something that has helped Terry heal is a little piece of heaven she has created for herself here on earth. She calls it her sunroom. Desperate for peace and comfort, Terry's fiance Dan came up with the idea of changing the U in sun to an O and putting all of the special things they got for Joseph into this room and renaming it after him. When asked what Joseph would say if he is looking down at her from heaven, Terry thinks her son would say, "I know how much you love me, Mom, and I love you. You'll be all right. I'm right here. I'll see you soon." You can read more about my story, All Gave Some and Some Gave All, in the March 27th edition of the Town Crier. Thank you for joining me on Around Town with Amy.